Welcome to NPTEL course on power system protection. We are discussing distance relay. In this lecture, we will continue on power system swing issue. In this lecture, we will discuss about power swing blocking, out of step tripping. These are all swing issues, and then we will discuss on 3 techniques on detection of power swing and also that on out of step tripping. In the last class, we are discussing on how power swing creates problem to distance relay. There we saw that the impedance trajectory during swing enters into the different zones, and that may lead to unwanted tripping in the distance relay. So, distance relay is vulnerable in this case during power swing, then how to overcome it? That is the solution for that will be discussed in this lecture. So, in the last lecture we talk about also unstable swing and unstable swing. Let us have more elaboration on this. A stable swing is considered, a power swing is considered stable if the system reaches a new state of equilibrium, an acceptable operating condition. But this, as you know, in this impedance plane, this you can say that may lead to an unwanted tripping as mentioned, because the trajectory may enter into the different zones. Unstable swing on the other hand results in generator or group of generators loss of synchronism, they may fall apart. So, corrective actions must be taken, otherwise the system may collapse. So, that leads to out of step situation and resulting in system integrity challenge. So, we call it out of step tripping is the option. So, that is being considered incorporated into the distance relay perspective. In case of stable swing, we see that this is not an issue in terms of system stability or integrity. So, the relay must be blocked to prevent unwanted tripping during this situation. Unless it is being done so during the stable swing, it will lead to unnecessary further issue in the system, which may result in further stability challenges. So, as mentioned, we have solutions for power swing issues. One perspective on power swing blocking, device number 68 in IEEE device number. Now, this is to avoid unwanted tripping during stable power swing. The PSB function, power system blocking function, is designed to detect power swings. Its objective is to distinguish swing from faults. Note, its objective is to distinguish swing from faults, because during fault also the impedance trajectory will enter into the zones, and then you consider the corresponding zone will take the decision accordingly. With that philosophy, we started with the distance relay, but now we find that during the stable power swing also or unstable also, the impedance trajectory enters into the zones, and that creates problem. So, therefore, now the point is any swing happens to be there, the relay is must be able to distinguish whether it is a swing situation or fault situation. And if it is a stable swing, the rails will block even in situations in places at different locations in the system. The relay also should not go for trip decision, it should be in the block mode even during unstable power swing also. Out of stripping device number 78, isolate unstable generators or large power system areas from each other with the formation of islands in order to maintain stability, in order to maintain integrity in the system. Where now these are done at strategic locations only, this is predefined places only, predefined buses only, where the load and generation can be balanced in an area. So, after the fragmentation, after the isolation of a portion of the system, that portion should be able to maintain load and generation balance. So, therefore, the out of step tripping is only being accomplished, is being only being performed at strategic locations in the system. Unlike the PSB function is generic, so it should be supplemented with all instanciae to distinguish swing and fault. Now, the techniques for power system blocking and out of shape tripping are by and large same. So, we will discuss these two, you can say that in a with both simultaneously. In today's lecture, we will discuss 3 techniques and they fall in the category of rate of change of impedance approach. We say in the impedance plane, the trajectory traverses by a swing or fault goes through changing impedance. So, therefore, there is an associated rate of change of impedance. With that as the features, there are 3 techniques available. One is called concentric characteristic, the other one is blinder techniques and third one is continuous impedance calculation approach. So, these 3 we will discuss in this lecture. The other methods available also being used, you can say that in relays, continuous incremental current calculation, R dot approach and rate of change of swing center voltage. So, we will have, you can say that this one in a next subsequent lecture. Now, coming to different techniques on rate of change of impedance. So, the impedance which we talk about, you can say that in with the distance relay, the Z apparent which is being calculated or seen by the relay is the Poetis sequence impedance, and that refers to the Poetis sequence impedance up to the fault point if it is a fault, that is what we have learned. But now, in a swing situation, the voltage and current oscillate. So, current may be very high at times and voltage may be low. So, the apparent impedance becomes seen by the relay becomes may be much smaller and it may enter into the zone. So, with that we say that in case of swing, the apparent impedance happens to be a slow movement. It means dz by dt will be small. In case of fault, it is almost instantaneous and therefore, the dz by dt will be very high. So, that gives us a clear feature which can distinguish fault to swing. So, we say here in this figure that in case of a trajectory like this, you can say that may be a swing which may enter and again go back to the original system, because load will be in this side or so. And in case of a fall from the load, it reaches to the particular zone almost instantaneously. Now, that is what you can say that we say. However, if the corresponding fall happens to be in zone 2 or zone 3, the decision will be delayed, but from load to the fault it becomes almost instantaneous. So, that in the impedance plane we see that the rate of change of apparent impedance seen by the distance delay will be very high for fault and it will be small for the swing issue. Now, let us analyze what this rate of change of impedance reveals. So, we have a two bus systems as usual and a current flowing from left to right from bus M to N. So, this is swing situation we are talking about, not a fault situation. So, Z apparent becomes equals to V relay upon I relay and that becomes equals to Z T E S upon E S minus E R minus Z S, where Z T equals to Z S plus Z S Z L plus Z R, the series impedance. So, that we have seen in our area discussion in last lecture. So, this leads to, you can say that Z T 1 upon 1 minus E R by E S minus Z S. So, we see here that the if we consider E S by E R equals to that k delta we are considering last lecture, if k becomes equals to 1, both voltages magnitude similar value. So, that 1 with an angle of delta. So, the Z apparent becomes Z T 1 upon 1 minus exponential minus Z delta and minus Z S, and that leads to, you can say that Z derivative of this Z apparent becomes equals to minus Z delta t e to the minus Z delta 1 minus e to the minus Z delta square d delta by dt. And then if you say this to that, then we say, you can say that Z dz by dt magnitude, that becomes equals to magnitude of Z T, where Z T is the total impedance of this system upon 4 sin square delta by 2 the omega, where omega is the slip frequency and we consider a linear fixed during a particular swing situation. And the algebraic manipulation 1 minus e to the power minus j delta equals to 2 sin delta by 2. So, we got that the Z apparent during a swing situation or so, its magnitude of this rate of change of Z apparent will be Z T upon 4 sin square delta by 2 omega. So, we see that it depends upon the slip frequency, total impedance of the system, which includes also the source impedances and the angle between the two sources, equivalent sources. Now, moving further on the same term. So, we say that the rates of change of Z apparent depends upon the sources, transmission line impedance, slip frequency and the severity of the perturbation and so. Now, unlike Poity sequence impedance of the line, that is line parameters, source parameter at a time is generally not known to the relay, because that is also varying and that too so you can say that other end source parameters also. So, therefore, this Z apparent prediction also in the during the swing is not possible in general for distance relay. Now, if you plot the corresponding dz by dt a normalized value, what I mean to normalized value, you can say that this value divided by this term of omega 4 and z t omega and 4. So, that becomes, you can say that normalizing that we got, you can say that that part becomes equals to 1 upon sin square delta by 2. So, if you plot this 1 by sin square delta by 2 for different values of delta, these are in degree, then you get a plot, you can say that like this. This plot, a normalized dz by dt plot, you can say that has a minimum value of 1 and for you can say that at delta equals to 180 degree, it means that these two sources are one phase apart, anti-phase. In order to get the actual value of, you can say that the corresponding y axis value dz by dt, we have to multiply this per unit, you can say that with z t upon 4 into omega. Now, the point is that higher the z t and omega, the higher the minimum value of the z apparent. So, this minimum value what is we say here 1 with a normalized one, because that will be multiplied with this. So, if you have, you can say that z t and omega becomes higher, then this term also will be higher. But note that from the perspective of power system blocking and out of step tripping, the flat portion, you can say that is of relevance, because it is in this region the corresponding delta will be in operational, and therefore, you can say that this on swing perspective we are only concerned about in the flat portion of this one. But during fall, you can say that the angle change may not be very quick because of the inertia of the system. So, that leads to, you can say that the clear picture that faults will be not the having, you can say that large angle and so. So, thus the z by dt is small, because in this portion dz by dt is small as compared to this portion. So, dz by dt is small during swing, because it is in this region as compared to the fault, and that is clearly evident from this plot of 1 upon sin square delta by 2. Now, we will go, you can say that different techniques based on that. We learned from the last slide that dz by dt for the distance relay is indicative of to distinguish fault to power swing. Now, how that is being used in different techniques we will learn. So, first one is consenting characteristics. So, what is being done here, if you see the characteristic, remove characteristic here. So, this is, you can say that a zone which is of concern. The point is that this zone is to be protected from power swing. So, during power swing the relay, this zone should not function, relay associated this one should not go for trip. So, that must be blocked. To block it, you can say that what is being done, two concentric circles, inner one and outer one. So, this is beyond the, you can say that outside the corresponding zone which you are concerned, may be zone 1, may be zone 2 or zone 3, whichever you are concerned at. So, this is inner zone and this is outer zone, two, you can say that zones are concentric there, and they are being used for this power system blocking. So, that is why I talk about concentric characteristics. Similar in the quadrilateral also, this is the zone we are concerned with for the relay, and these are the, you can say that inner and the outer zones in the concentric quadrilaterals, and they are concentric. Also in the polygons also, this is the relay characteristics for the ascent zone, particular zone we are concerned, and these are, you can say that the concentric inner and outer characteristics in the concentric polygon perspective. So, what is being done here, that the relay during swing traverses into this into the expected into the characteristic as may create problem. So, because this is outside, it also will traverse, you can say that these you can say that concentric characteristics which are outside, it may traverse, I am say that intersect one, you can say of this one, it may not intersect. If it does not intersect, do not bother. However, if it comes, you can say that inside this, you can say that outer zone, it crosses the outer zone, then what is being done, that in this portion of delta z, this is the, you can say that delta z traverses. Generally, you can say that the traverse during swing the traverses, you can say that almost perpendicular to the line impedance. So, this portion, you can say that is the two impedance value delta z suppose. Then the corresponding time elapsed between these two, you can say that concentric characteristics by the trajectory, z apparent trajectory is to be noted, and that is indicative of the corresponding fast swing, corresponding slow swing aspect or the fault aspect. In case of fault, the movement will be very rapid, and in case of swing it will be slow, that we are already aware of. So, that is why they calculate the time elapsed by the impedance trajectory to pass a zone limited by these two trajectory, two considered characteristics, any of these, and both are concentric. power swing is checked before the tripping zone is entered. Power swing is checked before the tripping zone. Tripping zone means this zone of concern is, you can say that this is outside, that is why outside. The time measurement starts when it enters to the outer zone, and you can say that the time measurement stops when it touches the inner zone. When the measured time is greater than the setting time, the power swing situation is ensured. Once again, when the measured time to cross, you can say that outer zone and touching inner zone is greater than the setting time, then it is a swing situation is ensured, and it blocks the, you can say that, corresponding relay which may be vulnerable. Now, more details on this. So, what you see that the PSB function, power swing blocking function. So, we have delta t time of transition of Z from outer to the inner zone covering. So, delta t is the measurement. So, when the apparent impedance traverses this kind of path during swing. So, this is our delta Z, the impedance difference between these which are fixed for this setting. So, to traverse from this point to this point, how much time is being taken by the relay during that process, in the calculation process, is our delta t. If this delta t is greater than the delta t setting, then it is confirmed a power swing and the relay can go for the blocking. The set time delay delta t setting should be higher than the delta t fall, like if we analyze for a fall, it will be very rapid. So, that is why the delta t required is very small. So, it must be greater than, you can say that delta t fall situation, and the delta t setting should be, you can say that, should be smaller than the delta omega max, where the omega max is omega, you can say that your slip frequency, we have d delta by dt. So, that slip frequency, you can say that particular higher value of slip frequency, typically some 7 hertz to 10 hertz, that depends upon the system, and system study is required for that one. So, we say that, you can say that power system blocking can be accomplished by having a delta Z 2 characteristics, consenting characteristics, and then you can say that we fix a delta t setting depending upon the delta t fault and the delta t omega max, and then you can say that if this corresponding at a given instant of time during swing, if the relay records a time which is greater than the, you can say that the delta setting, the relay ensures that this is a swing situation and power swing blocking can be invoked. Similar to that, out of step tripping, as we have enumerated, that out of step tripping is that at static locations only, to avoid, you can say that system integrity loss. So, in that case out of step tripping also does in a similar way. So, what is being done that it also uses a time recording like for the delta t, that the relay records, can say that how long it takes to measure the impedance travel between the two concentric one. If the timer expires before the measured impedance traverses the two, that we have mentioned, that if the delta t is greater than delta t maximum, a delta t setting, then the relay, can say that go for a issue for a trip signal. This is a OST is out of step tripping. Agree? Earlier one we talk about power system blocking. So, this is a trip signal is being generated, issued, and thereby I can say that it is ensured that this is a unstable swing situation from that perspective. So, here we require settings, you can say that in terms of the delta Z, if you are using the same delta Z, that is the same concentric circles. So, the delta Z setting, you can say that is different and it should be generally smaller than, you can say that the delta t setting for what we have for the power swing blocking, it will be smaller than that one. In addition to that, it requires, see here, because the corresponding angle goes on increasing more and more, delta angle towards this portion. So, therefore, you can say that it is from the possible damage of the breaker and so, and also system stability perspective also, it is in many cases it is being preferred to have, you can say that voltage supervision based, you can say that security voltage supervision based approach, you can say to OST. So, that you can say that possible breaker damage can be avoided and all things. So, the corresponding, you can say that even the tripping you can say is being detected, it is being delayed you can say that till the corresponding delta becomes smaller in general. So, that the that can be considered possible breaker damage can be avoided. The delta Z and the timer settings need stability study. What value of delta Z will fix and to which characteristic, which you can say that relay characteristic we are concerned with. So, that is a part of this design process of this approach, whether PSB or OST, in addition to the corresponding delta T setting. And we know we can say that from the earlier derivation that in this case we can say that the dz by dt approach, this approach kind of thing depends upon the ZT, the total impedance of the system, that including the sources and all these things. So, it requires detailed stability study and all these things. So, that you can say that become a challenging thing, that is the disadvantage of you can say that in that perspective. Furthermore, the other disadvantage is that because if we these you can say that characteristics become outside the relay characteristics. So, it may encroach to the the load area, and therefore, the corresponding load of that line may be limited, and if it is a long heavily loaded line, then the corresponding to get you can say that the sufficient space for the on the Rx plane you can say that these two characteristics may be difficult. Then if you have to reduce the corresponding load aspect, and so that becomes challenging. So, you have to compromise some perspective. The second method is on blinder schemes, similar to that one, based on same principle of dz by dt and so. So, what is being done here you can say that we have you can say that blinders, outer blinder, inner blinder, and to this sides also inner blinder and outer blinder. So, here also what you do that this is your delta Z. So, these blinders are generally you can say that parallel to you can say that to the line impedance, and they can be positioned you can say that not necessarily outside, that is the advantage of this approach. So, what happens that here also you can say that the corresponding trajectory of the during the swing, it crosses you can say that these blinders. So, it touches outer blinder, and then you can say that goes towards you can say inner blinder. So, the corresponding time reckoning between these two can say that points of crossing is indicative of you can say that whether it is a slow phenomena or a phenomena for the fault case or so, similar to what we discussed for the concentric characteristics. So, the delta G time transition from Z from outer to the inner zone covering the delta G, which decides on swing. So, PSB we can say that option power sequence blocking option is if the measured delta T is greater than delta T setting, then it goes for blocking option. The advantage of this one is that as already mentioned, it can be used independent of the distance zone characteristics, it can be taken towards the consider the zone characteristics. If the impedance trajectory is in this delta Z portion, the protective relay can be blocked from the tripping for either heavy load. So, that heavy load issue which was there in the concentric characteristics can be avoided you can say that in many cases. And OST unstable swing is detected if the move can be allowed to trip immediately, or you can say that tripping can be delayed until swing passes through you can say that to further you can say that till the corresponding voltage becomes over voltage in the breaker becomes to a lower one. So, that no possibility of breaker damage can be there. To find the current settings for the blinder is always not simple, and requires also here also stability analysis of the grid like concentric circle. Now, some of the guidelines for applications to blinder schemes is that if you see consider that this is about resistance reach outer and the inner what we have discussed. Suppose a blinder you can say that here, and if you see you can say the total impedance of the system source, remote site, local site, and this is the line. And if you see you can say that from this here, suppose the traversing point you can say it operates at here, the way we discussed in the earlier also. So, then you can say that the angle here corresponds to your delta angle. So, that delta angle you can say that if you see here, let us say this is angle 2 r, angle 1 r, for this case this outer and inner. So, if you see you can say that the angle goes on increasing, and when it reaches to consider here, that is 180 degree apart. and that is your electric center or swing center we talk about. So, we see here you can say that in this case we define the time you can say that which is crossing, you can say that delta t equals to angle 1 r minus angle 2 r, this is higher angle upon you can say that the slip frequency into the normalized frequency, frequency normalized. So, there is a nominal frequency divided by 360 degree. So, this gives you can say that the delta t you can say that how much time it will take us from this to this, if you know the corresponding slip frequency at that instant of time. So, that you can say that the delta t will be considered depending upon the slip frequency. So, this set the inner resistive blinder outside the most overreaching portion zone, that is to be blocked when a swing condition occurs. Set the outer characteristic resistive blinder inside the maximum possible load with the safety margin. So, that is why I can say that how much load you can say that for that line is concerned, and then these are you can say that the values you can say that you can find the corresponding delta t. If you take the corresponding slip frequency to be higher, then this will be smaller. So, that you can say that about that highest possible swing frequency can be for the system can be taken to consider to set the corresponding delta t setting perspective and so. So, that is the maximum slip frequency is chosen between 4 to 7 hours, that depends upon the system perspective. Now, some of the issues also with concentric blinder, concentric or blinders, both are blinders similar perspective. So, what you see that when the corresponding trajectory traverses like this, then the angle goes on increasing. Now, let us you can say that see the situation, short line, large remote source impedance, line is short. So, this impedance is small and large you can say that remote source impedance, and this is the source impedance locally. In this situation, because this trajectory we can say that traversing toward the electrical center when k equals to 1 we have studied earlier. So, what we see here, the system becomes unstable before the swing locus enters to zone 2 or zone 1. In this situation, if you see this one, so this you can say that is our the concentric circle perspective, the outer one. So, here it reaches to this, and the angle you can say is so high now, more than 120 degree in this stability assessment perspective. Before you can say it enters to consider zone 2 and zone 1 also. So, that creates problem that the it is relatively easy to set the inner and outer PSB boundary elements here. So, because you can say that before it enters to consider that we can make a clear decision in the outer side perspective, you can say that. But for you can say that long line, small source impedance sources. Now, if you see the consider angle now, even though you can say that it is inside the can say that zone 2 also, the angle as compared to this situation is not that high. So, it means that it has not reached to an instability can say that point to consider that as per the definition of this one. So, for long line this swing locus could enter zone 2 and the zone 1 relay characteristic before the phase angle becomes 120 degree or so. So, even during a stable swing from which the system could recover. For this particular system, this kind of system, it may be difficult to set inner and outer boundary element, especially if the line is heavily loaded, that we have already observed in case of this kind of thing. So, the challenge you can say is that long line some small source impedance, and if the line is heavily loaded, then the corresponding boundary setting for corresponding you can say that concentric circle setting is difficult. Note that the smallest delta t setting is delta t setting in these blinders and the corresponding concentric circle is approximately taken around 30 millisecond, and accordingly you can say the delta g being set for this perspective and so, or even for the PSB or OS out of step tripping. Now, take an example, a 3-phase fault is created in here, there is a fault in this line and that is being removed in this 39 bus 50 Hz system 400 kV. So, then what happens that once the line is removed, a fault is created open a circuit at both ends of you can say line, and as a result stable swing is observed in this by this relay in the system. So, this you can say a stable case swing. Now, for a unstable swing like in earlier example in earlier lecture we have done, So, the corresponding fault is delayed and then cleared. So, as a result you can say unstable swing is observed with the relay, and then without this fault we create you can say 3 phase fault in line 28 to 26 at 3.2 second. So, these are the 3 considered situations which the relay will see this relay, and then how the corresponding relay will be able to distinguish swing, and then you can say that unstable swing or the fault. So, this is the situation of stable swing, voltage and current patterns, and this is the unstable swing, the corresponding voltage and current pattern. This is clearly visible as the distinction. What the relay does now for these 3 cases, that this is stable swing case, first case, using the voltage and current we obtain the corresponding Z apparent V upon I for any phase, and then you can say that we have the concentric circles here, the outer and inner. So, when it goes to the enters, I am saying that touches the outer circle, then the time recording starts, and then when it touches the inner circle, the time recording stops. So, that delta t is obtained. So, we see here you can say that T 1 and the T 2. So, the delta t you can say that becomes equals to 41 milliseconds. So, the delta t recorded for the stable case is 41 millisecond. Now, come to the unstable swing case, the second case. So, in this case you can say that with the same set of characteristics here, both including the concentric circles. So, the T 1 you can say that here is 3.845 second, it touches here, and to the inner one it touches you can say that 3.853 seconds. So, the delta t becomes equals to 8 millisecond, much smaller than this. Delta z remaining same, the corresponding time recorded by the relay for the unstable swing case is much smaller than that for the stable swing. Now, come to the fault in that line. So, if you see you can say that its trajectory. Now, if you see you can say that the corresponding 2 points, because this time is very fast. So, we recorded you can say that 1 point here, that becomes 3.2, and here you can say that these are quite more you can say that larger value than the delta z, because fault is pretty instantaneous. So, we found that still you can say it is less than 1 millisecond. So, compared to you can say that stable and unstable case, fault is pretty faster, and that is you can say that we in our earlier discussion we told that dz by dt is an indicative of classifying, identifying power swing then fault. And also we say that you can say that if you have the corresponding delta t time setting proper one, a smaller one, then you can distinguish you can say that this is an unstable swing also from stable swing also, either applying you can say that concentric circle or applying blinder. Now, consider that we will go to the third technique in this impedance calculation perspective, continuous impedance monitoring. So, what is being done here that the apparent impedance traverses like this. So, we go on monitoring consider the corresponding apparent impedance, and then you can say that we require some calculation. So, in case of stable you can say stable swing you can say that it traverses like this. So, these are the points you can say that at interval typically 5 millisecond or so, we go on you can say that computing the corresponding z, and then you can say that we will find the delta z you can say that to decide on the stability stable swing or unstable swing, or you can say that this swing versus fault identification issue. What is being done here that the continuous impedance calculations, as already mentioned, 3 things are being checked: monotony test, continuity test and smoothness test. These 3 tests are being checked by the relay, and from these 3 you can say that it then confirms whether it is a swing or a fault. In monotony test, what is being done that you can say that the direction of movement has not changed, you can say that has not changed, that is being checked from delta r and delta x. So, what is being done that you can say that at each point you can say we find the corresponding delta x and delta r and the corresponding delta r and delta r, that is from the z we find, agree, the real part and the imaginary part. So, these delta x 1 and delta x 2 you can say that are they you can say that going in the same direction or not, that is being tested you can say that to the monotony test. The second test is on continuity test, it is that there is no stagnancy, means not at a load point or so. To have that you can say that whether delta r and delta x are having of significant value or not, that is being considered checked in the continuity test. Third test is on smoothness test, it is to ensure that you can say that there is no abrupt change like in fault or so. So, the delta r 1 and the delta r 2 or delta x 1 by delta x 2, this must be considered a smaller value, not very large. So, they must be less than a threshold value. So, once these three you can say that tests are being carried out, then only you can say that the relay will be able to detect, ensure that whether it is a swing or not. So, we can say that in terms of that. For that, what is being done? You can say that a power swing area is being assigned, like we talk about concentric circles and so. And once you can say it starts entering to that, the process of you can say that the corresponding impedance calculations, the three tests you can say that what you mentioned in the earlier slide, you can say that starts beginning, and then you can say that the relay you can say that does the you can say that calculations 4 times per cycle per cycle. For 50 Hz systems you can assume 5 milliseconds kind of thing, and you can consider, and then you can say that this does you can say that the calculation process of those 3 tests you can say that typically some 6 times or so successively to ensure that it is a swing or fault or so to test those things. So, this you can say that does not require any settings you can say that based on the system study or so. So, that is where you can say that the strength of this approach. Out of state tripping is similar to the you can say that PSB you can say that what we narrated here, only that the settings of thresholds are different, the threshold settings for the different 3 tests. During fault the impedance abruptly goes from load to a fault impedance, and during load conditions the impedance usually do not move. So, they can say that they do not qualify in those 3 tests you can say that, and therefore, you can say that the relay able I am say that becomes able to distinguish you can say that from fault to swing or load situation. Now, let us take the example for this. Same you can say example what we have considered 3 cases: stable swing, unstable swing and the fault situation. So, for the stable swing the corresponding Z which are being calculated, 3 points are given us here. So, the corresponding R and X are given here. So, R x at one instant T 1, T 2 and T 3. So, we say can say from this delta R 1, delta R 2, delta R 1, delta R 2. So, this minus this and this minus this. So, that is your delta R and delta 2, delta x 1, delta x 2. So, this minus this and this minus this. So, we computed this. So, it means that they are not having some values. So, that means that they qualify the corresponding continuity. Monotony means you can say that they have the same sign. So, that is also true. And now, you have delta x 1 upon delta x 2 is 1 and delta R 1 over delta L 2 is this. So, they are you can say not that very large value. So, it means that this situation qualifies for all the 3 tests: monotony, continuity and the smoothness, and that is why I can say that this is a ensure that this is a swing situation. Come to unstable swing case 2, here also the corresponding R and X values are available. So, we again calculate delta R 1 and delta R 2 and delta x 1 and delta x 2, and you see you can say that here also the continuity is maintained, that is they are non values of with significance, and then also you can say that the corresponding monotony is also maintained, because you see the corresponding changes in sign. Third thing is that the smoothness, if we find the value delta x 1 upon delta x 2 is 0.27 and delta R 1 and delta R 2 is 1.33. So, seems to be pretty smaller. So, this also confirms that this is the monotony, all the 3 can say that conditions are being satisfied. So, it is ensured also a swing situation which is correct. So, both stable and unstable swing are being confirmed that they maintain they satisfy the 3 conditions. Now, come to the fault now. So, in this case we see you can say that the R rapidly changes, and so the X also rapidly changes T 1, T 2, T 3 time, delta R 1, delta x 1, delta R 2, delta x 2. So, if you see you can say that here, then the delta R 1 you can say that is having a negative sign and the delta x 1 is having positive sign. So, that you can say that makes us you can say that the monotony test you can say that to be not being satisfied, and even though you can say that continuity is being maintained, and the corresponding smoothness test, the value of here you can say becomes 61.18 as compared to the 1 and 0.27 for the earlier cases. So, that says you can say a very large value, and that you can say that will cross the threshold you can say that which is required you can say that for this smoothness test and all these things. So, that ensures that you can say that this is not a swing situation. So, that is you can say that demarcated as a fault situation. So, that means that if it is not swing, the relay will not block for this case, but the relay will go for blocking these situations. So, this is about the continuous monitoring of the impedance calculation. So, in this lecture we mention about parsing, blocking and out of shape tripping, and we address on the three techniques based on rate of change of impedance principle, the concentric characteristics, the blinder and the continuous impedance calculation. The merit of the continuous impedance calculations, where that is being used in many relays, you can say that in numerical relays, is that it is an advantage, it does not depend on any system stability study. Thank you.